Welcome to the channel. We're going to play some Howie Shanks League Baseball using Action PC Baseball. And we're going to be on August 22nd of the season. Let's take a look at the standings here and give some people some time to come in here to the channel and watch. Right now in the Shanks division, you got Kentucky leading the division, 2 games up on Cleveland, 2.5 games up on Detroit. Canada's 5 games back. Melboss is 9 games back. Philadelphia 11.5 games back, and Mudville 13.5 games back. And over in the bingo division, you got Manchester is 8.5 games up on Las Vegas. Deerfield Beach is 16 games back, along with my Hagerstown Bears. Long Island is 19 games back. Arlington is 31 games back. And Texas is 37.5 games back. Leading the league in batting is Ty Cobb with a .376 average. Joe DiMaggio's leading the league in home runs with 38. Joe's also leading the league with 125 RBIs. And stolen bases, Ty Cobb with 68. And on base percentage, Ty Cobb, .417. And leading the league in ERA is Ed Welsh with a .240 ERA. And him and Don Sutton are tied with the league in 18 wins. And leading the league in saves is Hankey for Canada with 13. Nolan Ryan is leading the league in strikeouts with 208. And Ed Welsh is on a 9-game winning streak for pitchers. And leading the league in batting as a team is the Las Vegas Gamblers, hitting .281. Leading the league in pitching is Kentucky with a 3.35 ERA. And Kentucky's also leading the league in team fielding with a .983. And your all-stars right now is Ed Welsh is the pitcher, Joe Torres is the catcher, Lou Gehrig is first base, Knapp is at second, Jones at third, Rogers Hornsby is at short, Eddie Delahunty is in left, Joe DiMaggio in center field, Mel Ott is your right fielder, and your DH would be Babe Herman. Your MVP voting right now, DiMaggio's leading that, and Ed Walsh is your Cy Young leader, and your manager of the year right now is MV with Manchester. Well, let's go to August 22nd and see who we're going to play, folks. And we got the 2 division winners going up against each other in Kentucky and Manchester. I think that's who we're going to play first. If we do more games, maybe we'll play Cleveland and Arlington. They're in second place, or Las Vegas and Long Island. They're in second place. So let's do this Manchester, Kentucky game here, folks. Alrighty, folks, we got the starting lineups in here. We're ready to go to Dodger Stadium and get this game started. And we're at Dodger Stadium, folks, for this game. And pitching for Manchester is Jim Maloney, and this is his 19th start. He's 6-11 with a 4.01 ERA. This will be his third start against Manchester. He's 1-1 against them with a 4.5 ERA. And you got Juan Marichal on the mound for Manchester. This is his 25th start of the year. He is 16-9 with a 3.13 ERA, and this will be his first start against Kentucky. It's 88 degrees down here in the valley with winds 9 miles an hour out to right field. Alrighty, folks, let's get this game started. Hey, Steve.
Play ball!
Let's take a look at the starting lineup here for Kentucky. Leading off playing second is going to be Joe Morgan. Batting second, DH is going to be Cooper. Batting third, playing shortstop is going to be Turner. Batting fourth, playing right field is going to be Harper. Batting fifth, playing first base is Votto. Batting sixth, playing third base is Rendell. Batting seventh, playing center field is Davis. Batting eighth, playing left field is Robinson, and batting ninth and doing the catching is Carter. And on the mound, like I said, is Maloney. And for Manchester, leading off, playing second is Robinson. Batting second, playing left field is Bonds. Batting third, doing the DH is Herman. Batting fourth, playing right field is Ott. Batting fifth, playing first base is Mize. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Mancosco. Batting seventh, playing third base is Davis. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Bankoff. Batting ninth, playing center field is Riser. And like we said, on the mound, doing the pitching is Marichal. Alrighty, folks, and here's the first pitch to Joe Morgan. 2-1 count on Joe. He sets and delivers. I'll have to speed this up a bit. This is a little too slow for me. Sure. And that's a ground ball down the first. Marichal picks it up, throws it over the Mize. Let's speed this up just a little bit, folks. Alrighty, give that a try. Now we got Cooper up now. And here's the pitch to Coop. Walter Cooper's hitting 173 on the year. That's a high pop up on the infield. Looks like Davis is going to know. It's Bancroft's going to call for it. Out at shortstop, makes the catch, and that'll be 2 outs. And that brings up Trey Turner hitting 274 in the year, 14 home runs and 63 RBIs. And Marichal winds and deals, and that'll be strike 3. And that'll end the inning, folks. Kentucky, nothing. And Manchester coming up to bat. We got Robinson, Bonds, and Herman due up here in the bottom of the first. And here's the pitch to Jackie. He's batting 252 on the year with 12 home runs and 59 RBIs. And that's a ground ball down the short. Turner takes his time, fires over the first, and they get Robinson for out number 1. And that'll bring up Barry Bonds hitting 244 in the year with 25 home runs and 76 RBIs. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Bonds. And he drives that ball in the center field. Eric Davis looks like he's got a bead on it. Makes the catch out there for out number 2. And that brings up Babe Herman. And he's hitting 298 with 15 home runs and 72 RBIs on the year, folks. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Herman. And that's a ground ball back down the shortstop. Turner comes in, fires over to Votto, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the second, and it's still 0-0. And we'll do this for Mr. Steve Tate here. Harper's up the bat. Here's the pitch to Harper, and it's going to be if that was Appa, 42 would have probably been a ground ball. That's a foul ball. It's an 0-2 count on Harper. And that's a lazy fly ball in the right field. That'll drop down for a base hit. Bryce Harper's aboard here in the second. We got Harper. He's going for 2, folks. And with his speed, he makes it in there for a double. How about that? We got Harper, Votto, and Rendon due up here. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Nice sound effects, ain't it? I love that dice roll. All right, now we got Votto up. Joey's hitting 262 on the year with 8 home runs and 43 RBIs. Nobody out. Harper with a hustle double play. See if Votto can at least get him over to third with 1 out, at the very least. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Votto, and that looks like a base hit in the right field with Harper's speed. Is he going to test Ott's arm? No, he's not with nobody out. So we got first and third, and that brings up Anthony Rendon. Anthony's hitting 257, 13 home runs and 62 RBIs. Looks like Manchester's going to play back for the double play. Here's the pitch from Marichal. And it's an 0-2 count, and this Marichal's getting beat up, folks. That's 3 hits in a row, a double and 2 singles, and just like that, Kentucky takes a 1-0 lead here. Now you got Votto down at second, Rendon at first, and Eric Davis at the plate. Yeah, that would be cool, Steve. Yes, because if Dave ever did this with Action PC, that would be wonderful if he added a board game companion. Oh gosh, I'd be in love with this game. Yeah, this game's got just a little bit more than Digital Diamond, but if he added that board game companion, that would be awesome. That would throw people off. They'd be wanting to know how I programmed that. All righty, Davis hitting 268 on the year, 25 home runs and 67 RBIs. Marichal has yet to get an out here in the second inning. Here's the pitch to Eric Davis, folks. 3-2 full count, and that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Can they turn 2? Over to Robinson, over the Mize, and that's your old 6-4-3 double play, folks. That leaves Votto down at third for Mr. Frank Robinson. And Frank's hitting 271 on the year, 14 home runs and 69 RBIs. And here's a full count to Frank. And Frank tries that ball in the center field. Looks like Reiser's got a bead on it. He's going to make the catch. So, Kentucky's got to be a little disappointed to only score 1 run that inning, a big double play. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Kentucky 1 and Manchester nothing. We got Ott, Mize, and Mankesco due up here in the bottom of the second for the Red Bolts. Mel Ott's hitting 315, 24 home runs on the year, and that's a strikeout. 1 down. Brings up Johnny Mize hitting 285, 26 home runs, and 84 RBIs on the year. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Johnny Mize. That's a deep fly ball into right field. Harper had him played perfect. Makes the catch. for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. See what Gus can do here, hitting .359 with 4 home runs and 33 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Maloney. And the 1-1 pitch is hit in the shallow center field. Davis on his horse comes in, makes the catch, and that'll do it for Manchester. We go to the top of the third. Kentucky won. Manchester nothing. We got Carter then the top of the order due up here for Kentucky, and Morgan and Cooper. Gary Carter's hitting .229 on the year with 9 home runs and 44 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Carter, and that's a single in the center field. And just like that, again, they get the lead runner aboard here, folks. That brings up Joe Morgan. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Carter takes a little lead down there at first. He sure ain't no speed limit. Here's the pitch from Marichal. The 1-0 count to Morgan. And Morgan's going to hit this ball in the left field, folks, for back-to-back base hits. And again, Kentucky's making some noise here. And that'll bring up Cooper. Walker Cooper is 0 for 1 today. He popped up to short. He's got Carter down at second, Morgan at first. See what he can do here. Here's the 2-0 count. Marichal cannot get ahead in the count, and these guys are taking advantage of it. That ball's hit down to Robinson, over to Bancroft, over to Mize, and again, Marichal's bailed out with the double play. So now there's 2 outs with Carter down at third, and Curtis Turner's up. He struck out his last time up. See if Curtis can come up with a big 2-out base hit here, folks. And here's the first pitch to Turner. That's hit down the third. Can he beat that out? No. Davis up with it over the Mize. And they strand Carter down at third. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for Manchester. Davis, Bancroft, and Reiser. And here's the pitch to George. He's batting .258 on the year with 4 home runs and 44 RBIs. And he swings on the first pitch, a lazy fly ball in the center field. Eric Davis makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Dave Bancroft up, hitting .251, 2 home runs and 51 RBIs on the year. And here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's driven into right field. Harper picks it up, throws it in, holds Bancroft to a single. So with 1 out now, Pete Reiser's up, hitting .291 with 8 home runs and 58 RBIs. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Pete. That's a ground ball down to Morgan. Can he turn to? Great stab, but not enough time to get Reiser. So 2 outs, they get the lead runner, and that'll bring up Jackie Robinson. He's 0 for 1 today, folks. He grounded out the shortest first time up. Reiser with a decent lead down there at first. Is he going to take off and try to get in scoring position with 2 outs, folks? Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball down to Turner. He'll go to short way over to second, and that'll end the inning, folks. So the Manchester Red Bolts strand one. We get to the top of the 4th. We got Harper, Votto, and Rendon due up here for the Colonels. Harper is 1 for 1 today. He doubled to right his first time up and scored. See if Mr. Harper can keep the perfect game going. That's a high pop up on the infield. And Johnny Mize looks like he's got a bead on it. Makes the catch in fair territory, and that's out number 1. That brings up Johnny Votto. He singled his first time up, folks. See if he can keep the perfect game going. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Votto. That's a ground ball down the first. Mize takes it himself, steps on the bag for out number 2. Hey, Bernard, how's it going? And now we got 2 outs. Nobody on for Anthony Rendon. He also singled his first time up, folks. Here's the pitch from Juan Marichal. The 1-1 pitch, and that's driven into left center. Reiser comes over, cuts it off. bobbles the ball. Is Rendo going to try hustling down the second? Yes, he is. No throw, folks. And that's going to be an error on Riser, putting Rendo down at second. Can Eric Davis make him pay for this, folks? Eric's 0 for 1. He grounded out the short his first time up. And here's the pitch to Eric. The 0-1 pitch hit down to Davis at third. He's up with it, fires over the Johnny Mize, and that'll do it. They leave Rendo down at second. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Kentucky hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Oh, you're welcome, Bernard. Glad to hear it. Hope you're enjoying your vacation, bud. We got Bonds, Herman, and Ott due up here for the Manchester Red Bolts. Bond, he walked his first time, flew out the deep center his first time up. Here's the pitch to Barry. 1-1 pitch. That's a slow roller down to Anthony at third. Over the Joey Votto at first. And that is out number 1, folks. That brings up Babe Herman. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Here's the pitch from Maloney. The 1-0 pitch is driven in the left field. Frank Robinson cuts it off, fires it back in the infield. Herman stops at first. So 1 on, 1 out for Mel Ott. Mel Ott's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And here's the pitch to Mel Ott. And he's going off. Look at that. Herman's in there with his 16th stolen base of the year, folks. And that was ball 1 to Mel Ott. Now you got Herman in scoring position here. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Ott. And that's a pop-up behind home plate. Is it going to stay in play for Gary Carter? Yes, it is. And that's going to be out number 2. A big out here. Sorry, out. It was out of play. I thought he caught it. My mistake. So that's 1-1 count now. I thought that was surely going to be caught. Oh, it was an error. He dropped it off his glove. That makes more sense. An error on Mr. Carter. Can Ott take advantage of this, folks? No, he doesn't. Maloney does it himself and strikes him out. His second strikeout of the game. That's 2 outs now with Herman down at second. Here's Johnny Mize. He's 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Mize. And that's lifted in the right field. Harper's coming in a few steps. Camps under it. Makes the catch. And Manchester leaves a runner down at second, folks. Still a 1-0 game here. You got Frank Robinson and Carter due up, and then back to the top of the order and Joe Morgan. Frank is 0 for 1. He flew out the deep center field. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. 1-0 pitch lined in the first base. Nice catch by Mize. I thought that was getting in the right field. Nice leaping catch. That's 1 out here. That brings up Gary Carter. He lined a single up the middle of the first time up. Let's see if Carter can do something on this full count. Robinson's over this time. Cuts out off. Friars over the Mize. 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Joe Morgan. See if Joe can keep this inning alive, folks. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Morgan. And that's a foul ball. That'll be strike 2. 0-2 pitch now. And Joe gets a hold of it, lifts it up in the infield. Bancroft calls for it. Now that ball's hit further than I thought out the riser. Got fooled on that one, I did, but that is out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Mancost, Davis, and Bancroft due up here for the Manchester Red Bolts. Trailing by 1. And Gus flew out the center his first time up. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. And that's a slow roller down the Turner. No, Rendell. We're getting this all mixed up, folks. Votto makes the play. And that's out number 1. That brings up George Davis. And George flew out the shallow center field his first time up. And he hits a slow roller down the short. Turner takes his time, fires over to first, and that'll be 2 up and 2 down. I'm glad you're having fun though, Bernard. That is awesome, man. Okay, here comes Dave up. He's 1 for 1, folks. He got a single in his first time up. Let's see what he does here with this 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be hit down to Joey Votto. And Malone's covering first, and that is 3 down. 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the top of the 6th. We got Walter, Cooper, Turner, and Harper due up here. Cooper's 0 for 2 today, folks. Can he get off the snide here with the 2-1 pitch? And that's going to be an easy play down there for Bankoff. Over to Mize, and that is out number 1. And that brings up Mr. Trey Turner. He's 0 for 2 today. See if he can get off the snide here. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. That's only Marshall's second strikeout of the game, folks. Harper's 1 for 2 with that double to start this game off with. And that's a strikeout. And all of a sudden now Marshall's finding it, folks. And that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 1-0 Kentucky. We got Reiser, Robinson, and Bonds due up here against Maloney. Here's the pitch. Full count on Reiser. And that's a high chopper down the 2nd. Morgan takes his time and fires over to first for out number 1. Here comes Jackie Robinson. He's 0 for 2. See what he does his 3rd time up on a 3-1 pitch. Hitters count. Nice eye. That's the first walk of the game, folks. Robinson trots on down the first. Got a decent lead here. Is he going to test Carter's arm? With Barry Bonds up in that hole there in between 2nd and 1st. Barry's 0 for 2. And that's a slow roller down the 1st. I don't think it's going to be enough time to get 2. Votto takes it, steps on 1st. Robinson makes it down the 2nd with 2 outs now for Babe Herman. Babe's 1 for 2, almost hitting 300 on the year, folks, 299. And they try to pick off Robinson at 2nd. He gets back. That cuts that lead down a good bit. That was a close play. Here's the pitch to Herman, the 3-1 pitch, and he walks Herman. So both base runners on with walks, folks. Will that come back to bite him in the butt? Here's Mel Ott. He's 0 for 2. He struck out both times. And Maloney getting for the hat trick here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And just like this game's going to be tied, folks. That is a base hit in the center field, and Herman comes in to score. And just like that, Manchester takes a 2-1 lead. The walks come back to bite them in the butt. Now Johnny Mize is up with Ott down at 2nd with his 24th double of the year. Ott is 0 for 2. He's flown out the right both times up. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Is Malone going to walk his 3rd guy? Yes, he is. Sure. Not good. Hey, Christopher. Yeah, doing good. Hope you are too over there, bud. That's right. It's like 9 hours. It's what, 9 o'clock at night over there? Here comes Gus. He's 0 for 2. Maloney can't get this all elusive 3rd out. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Gus. And that's a slow roller up the middle. Morgan fields it, throws it over to Turner covering. That'll get out of the inning, but not until Manchester scores 2 and takes a 2-1 lead. And we got Votto, Rondeau, and Eric Davis due up here against Marischal. See if they can get that run back here in the top of the 7th, folks. And Votto, first pitch swinging, laces a base hit in the right field. They got the lead runner aboard here, folks, and Rondeau is 2 for 2. He singled center both times up, folks. See if he can keep this up. Votto with a decent lead down at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Rendell. Votto's off with the pitch. His only play for Marichal is going to be over the first, and they get Rendell. But Votto's in scoring position now, folks, with 1 out. 10:30 in the morning. A little early morning baseball. Eric Davis is over 2. He's due, folks. Let's see if he can drive Votto in from second. And the 0-2 pitch to Eric Davis. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Does Votto have enough speed to test Barry Bonds' arm? No, he's going to stop at third. So we got 1 out. Votto at third. Davis down at first with a nice lead. And Frank Robinson up. He's 0 for 2. And Frank is flied up the deep center and hit that line drive to Johnny Mize that I thought was going in the right field. Here's the pitch to Frank. The 1-1 pitch. Eric Davis, I thought, might be taken off. That's a slow roller down the third. Is Votto coming home? No, he's staying put, it looks like, and that is out number 2. So we got second and third now with 2 outs for Gary Carter. Carter get a key base hit here and put Kentucky back in the lead. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Carter with the advantage here, and that is laced in the right field. And with Eric Davis' speed, folks, that should give the Colonels a 3-2 lead. Carter stays at first. And just like that, Kentucky gets those 2 runs back here in the top of the 7th. Brings up Joe Morgan now. Morgan grounded out to the pitcher, singled and flew out to center. And here's the 2-2 count. And that's a line drive down the first base line. Mize makes the catch in foul territory, and that's 2 outs, folks. Oh, it was a foul ball. He didn't catch it. Sorry about that. And that's a slow roller. Marichal's got it. Fires over to Mize, and that is out number 3. But Kentucky scores 2 in the top of the 7th. We get to the 7th inning stretch. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for Manchester. Davis, Bancroft, and Reiser to face Maloney. Down by 1. Gus is 0 for 2 today. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. And that's driven in the right field. Harper going near the line. Does he have room out there to make the catch in foul territory? Yes, he does. That's out number 1. Brings up Dave Bancroft. He's 1 for 2. He singled his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And that's going to be a slow roller down the second. Morgan hustling over. Fires over to Votto. And they get him by an eyelash, folks. That brings up Pete Reiser. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs, nobody on for him. And the 3-1 pitch, and he takes advantage of that, folks. Drives that ball in the right field for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit brings up Jackie Robinson. Jackie's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to short. Grounded out to short twice and walked. They throw over and try to get Pete. Didn't get him, folks. He's still got a decent lead. Is he going to take off and try getting in scoring position for Jackie? Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's driven in the center field. Davis picks it up, fires it back into the infield, and holds Reiser down at second. So all of a sudden, the Bolts are making some noise here with 2 outs. Reiser down at second, Robinson at first for Barry Bonds. Barry hitting .242 with his 25 RBIs. He's flied out the center, grounded out the third, and grounded out the first. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Barry. And that's going to be a slow roller down the first. And Vado's got it. Tosses it over to Maloney, and that'll end the inning. Maloney had a little trouble getting that third out, but he finally got it. So we go to the top of the eighth. It's still a 3-2 ball game. We got Cooper, Turner, and Harper due up here against Marischal. Cooper's 0 for 3. Popped up to short, grounded out to second, and grounded out to short. Excuse me. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Cooper. That might drop in for a base hit, folks, in the center field. Reiser picks it up on the bounce, and Cooper's aboard here in the eighth. And Tim Raines is going to come in to pitch run for him. Trying to get some insurance here for Maloney. Turner's 0 for 3 today. He struck out, grounded out the third, and struck out. Trying to avoid the hat trick here. They throw over, try to get Tim Raines. He's back easily. Here comes the first pitch to 0-2 pitch to Turner, and that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Let's see if Raines with his speed can get over to third here with Mel Ott out there. He doesn't test his arm with nobody out. That brings up Bryce Harper. He's 1 for 3. He doubled, popped up the first, and struck out in the sixth. See if Harper can keep this merry-go-round going. Put another quarter or probably $1.50 in the jukebox. And he walks, folks. Juan Marischal is struggling here in the eighth. I don't know if the bullpen's up down there or not, but I'd be having them up. We got Joey Votto, 2 for 3, folks. He grounded a single between first and second, grounded to first, and had a single over first and second. So here comes Joey Votto, nobody out, bases juice. Raines at third, Turner at second, Harper at first. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Joey Votto. Can he open this game up? And yes, he can, folks. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. Raines will score. Are they going to send Turner around? No, they don't. The bases stayed loaded. And Marischal can't get a soul out here, and they're leaving him in. And that brings out Anthony Rendell. He's got 1 grand slam on the year. He singled twice and grounded back to the pitcher his last time up in the 7th. Can he keep this merry-go-round going, folks? Gus goes out and talks to Marischal, comes back. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's a slow roller down the short. Can they turn 2 here? Turner's going to score over to Robinson, over to Mize. But the Colonel scored another run, and Harper's down at third with 2 outs now. It's a 5-2 ball game. Eric Davis is up now. He grounded out the short, grounded out the third, and hit a single his last time up. Can he add to this lead here, folks? And they make a change at pitcher. Beck's in there. The 1-2 count on Eric Davis is a high fly ball in the center field. Reiser looks like he's got a beat on it, and that'll be the out. But the Colonel scored 2 and make it a 5-2 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 8th. We got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here for Manchester. Herman, Ott, and Mize. Herman is 1 for 2, grounded out the shortest first time up, got a single and walked in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Herman. He's swinging on the first pitch down to Joe Morgan. Easy play over to first, and that'll do it for Herman. That brings up Mel Ott, who's 1 for 3. He struck out his first 2 times up and then lined the double in the left center. And here's the 3-0 pitch, and he walks Mel Ott. Not what you want to do here in the 8th if you're Maloney. Make him earn it. That's how they scored the first 2 runs, is him walking people. And that brings up Johnny Mize is 0 for 2. He's flown out the right twice and walked his last time up. Carter goes out and talks to Maloney, tells him we got a lead, just throw strikes. It's a 1-1 pitch. Johnny Mize. And that's a ground ball up the middle. Is that a tailor-made double play? No, they don't get the runner at second. So you got Ott down at second for Gus with 2 outs now. Gus is 0 for 3. He flew out to center, grounded out to third and out to short. And here's the pitch to 0-2 pitch to Gus. And that's strike 3, Maloney's third strikeout of the game, folks. And we go to the top of the ninth. Beck came in and got the last out in the eighth. It will be facing Robinson, Carter, and then back to the top of the order, and Morgan. Robinson's flown out to center, hit a line drive down the first, and grounded out to third. And that's a slow roller down the third. George Davis has got it. Fires over the Johnny Mize for out number 1 here in the ninth. Brings up Gary Carter, who's having a good game, 2 for 3. He singled, grounded out to second, and then singled his last time up in the seventh. 2 RBI single his last time up, folks. And he's swinging away on that first pitch from Beck. Drives that ball in the deep left field. Bonds is over, got a beat on it, makes the catch in foul territory. And that's 2 up, 2 down for Joe Morgan. Joe's 1 for 4, grounded to the pitcher, grounded a single through third and short, flew out to center, and grounded back to the pitcher's last time up. Can Joe keep this inning going here? And that's a line drive down the first. Johnny Mize with another nice play. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Maloney staying in the game. He's got the bottom part of the order due up. Davis, Bancroft, and Reiser. See if he can get a complete game out of this, folks. Here's the 2-1 pitch to George Davis. That's a slow roller down the first. Fodder's going to take it himself for out number 1. All important first out. Brings up Dave Bancroft. He singled his first time out, grounded to first, and grounded to second. Can he get aboard here? Keep this game alive for the Manchester. That's a slow roller back up the middle. Curtis Turner's charging it. Fires over to Votto. 2 up and 2 down. Manchester's down to the last out. It's up to Pete to keep this game going, folks. He grounded out to second his first 2 times up and then hit a single in between first and second. Can he keep this game alive? Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Maloney ends this game in style, folks, with a strikeout. And your winner, chicken dinner. No chicken dinner for the Manchester Red Bolts. Kentucky wins, folks. The Colonels. Old Johnny Votto, 3 for 4 with an RBI for the Colonels. Who else had a decent game? Rendo, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Let's look over here at Manchester. You had Robinson, 1 for 3. And that's about it, everybody. Well, Ott was 1 for 3. Take a look here at the pitchers. Nice pitching game. Marischal goes 7 2/3, gives up 12 hits, 5 runs, walked 1, struck out 3. If it wasn't for the double plays, Kentucky would have blew this game wide open, folks. Maloney pitched 9 innings, 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, struck out 4. Well, let's update this. Let's see here. What time is it, folks? It's only 1:45. Let's see what else we got here. Maybe we'll do that Cleveland game. We got Cleveland hosting Arlington. We'll do that game and see if Cleveland can pick up some ground. Hold ground since Kentucky won. Let's do this game here. All righty. See who's going to pitch here for the Indians. Looks like Louis Tion's going to pitch for the Indians. And they got Moyer pitching, so they'll have a left-handed lineup in the game. All righty, let's go down here to the field and get this game started, folks. We're here in Cleveland. We got Jamie Moyer on the mound for Arlington. This is his 26th start. He's 3-16 with a high 6.62 ERA. This is his second start against Cleveland, and they pounded him the first time, folks. He's 0-1 with a 10.38 ERA against Cleveland. You got Louis Tion on the mound for the Tribe. He's making his 26th start. He's 12-10 with a 3.88 ERA. This is his third start against Arlington. He's 1-1 with a 1.00 ERA. Cleveland's Al Rosen's riding a 22-game hitting streak, folks. It's 80 degrees and the winds are 6 miles from right to left. Let's take a look here at the starting lineup for Arlington. You got leading off playing right field Suzuki, batting second playing shortstop Andres. You got playing center field batting third Hamilton, batting fourth playing left field Gurr, batting fifth doing the catching Rodriguez, batting sixth playing first base O'Brien, batting seventh doing the DH Gonzalez, batting eighth playing third rather is Bell, batting ninth playing second Odor, and like we say, Jamie Moyer on the mound. Bordeaux playing short, leading off, batting second, playing second Lacrato, batting third, playing center field Alvarez, batting fourth, playing first Tomey, batting fifth, playing third Rosen, batting sixth, playing left field Doby, batting seventh, playing right field Colavito, batting eighth DH in his Sheffield, batting ninth, doing the catching of Alice Hughes, and like I say, Louis Tion on the mound. Let's get this game started, folks. Here's the first pitch from Louis. 2-1 count on Suzuki. And that's a slow roller down the short. Should be an easy play. Over to first. One out here in the first. And Elvis has left the building now, folks. He's just coming up the bat. And here is the 0-1 pitch. And that's a slow roller down the short again, folks. They might want to pick on somebody else because that's 2 up and 2 down here in the first. And that brings up Hamilton against Tion. Let's see if he hits the ball down the short. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Hamilton. No, he lifts a fly ball in the center field. Should be an easy play out there. 3 up and 3 down go the Arlington Sharks. And that'll end the top of the first. Arlington nothing. Cleveland coming up the bat, folks. And here we go with Jamie Moyer's first pitch. Okay, Bernard, you have a good one, bud. And swinging on the first pitch, driving that ball in the left field. That ball is deep. That ball is back, and that ball is caught. Nice play in foul territory by Gear. And that brings up Mark LaRoche. He's hitting .271 with 7 home runs and 54 RBIs, folks. And here's the 2-1 pitch. That's driven in the left field. Jamie's not fooling them. They're hitting it right on the button, I'll tell you that. And that's 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Earl Avery. He's hitting .252, 20 home runs and 74 RBIs. And here's the 0-2 pitch to him. That's a slow roller down the first. Jamie picks it up, fires over to Brian. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the second. It's 0-0. Here's Rusty Gear hitting a .211 with 6 home runs and 24 RBIs for Arlington. Louis twists and turns, fires in the 0-1 pitch, hit down to Al Rosen. Easy play. That'll be out number 1 here in the second. And that brings up Mr. Pudge Rodriguez. He's batting .269, 11 home runs and 42 RBIs. And that's going to be a line drive down the third. Nice play. 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Pete O'Brien hitting 258 with 10 home runs, 37 RBIs. The 2-2 pitch is laced in the left field. That'll be the first base hit of the ball game, folks. And that brings up Juan Gonzalez hitting 220, 14 RBIs, 14 home runs, 41 RBIs. A little dyslexic there. And O'Brien's off with the pitch, and he's out of there, folks. Don't know what they was thinking. And that'll end the inning. That brings up Tommy, Rosen, and Doby here in the bottom of the second. And here's the pitch to the Jim, hitting 213, 24 RBIs and 69 RBIs. That ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone, 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 folks. Say goodbye. Suzuki, all he could do was turn around and look at that. Jim Thome puts the Indians on top 1-0 with his 25th home run of the year, folks. That ball went 333 feet down there. That brings up Al Rosen with a 22-game hitting streak. He's hitting 260. Hey, Legends. If you're around, we'll do your team next, I think. Legends, if you're going to stick around. Here is Al Rosen with the first pitch. He's swinging. That ball's hit back up the middle. Odor's got it over to O'Brien. That's out number 1. And that brings up Larry Doby hitting 221 with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. Here's the pitch, 1-2 pitch from Jamie Moyer. That ball's driven into right field. That ball is deep. That ball is back. That ball is far. Home run, just like that. Cleveland adds another run to this game, folks. That ball was crushed by Larry for only his 3rd home run of the year. How about that? That ball went 367 feet, and it's 2-0 Tribe. That brings up Rocky Colavito hitting 274 with 10 home runs and 27 RBIs. Jamie's getting rocked around here now, folks. That's a deep fly ball in the center field. Hamilton going back. Looks like he's got a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Nice play by Josh. Ran that ball down. Brings up Gary Shetfield hitting 249 with 3 home runs and 18 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Sheffield, and that ball's driven in the center field. Hamilton's got him played perfect, though, folks. And that'll end the inning, but not until the Tribe scored 2 on the 2 home runs and take a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the 3rd. We got Gonzalez, Bell, and Odor due up here for the Arlington. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Louis. That ball's driven in the left field, folks. Like I say, ball's flying today, but Doby's got room out there, makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Oh, okay, Legends. Not a problem, bud. Yeah, I know that, Steve. Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with that. George Bell's up now. Buddy Bell, rather. Sure. He's batting 257, 10 home runs, and 31 RBIs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a slow roller down the first. Louis going to take it. No, he's not. That ball's going down the first. Louis going to cover first and make the play for out number 2. That brings up Odor. He's batting a .130, 11 home runs and 33 RBIs. Yeah, not a problem, man. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Odor. That's a ground ball down to Jim Thome. He'll take it himself, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's Arlington nothing, Indians 2. We got the bottom part of the order due up here. Accused. Then we're back to the top of the order. And let's see here. He's batting a buck 77 with 11 home runs and 35 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Jamie, an 0-2 pitch. Moyer fires. That ball is driven down to Elvis. Down at short. No, Bell cuts it off and fires over to Brian. Lou Burdett's up now, batting .258 with 9 home runs, 49 RBIs. He flew out to deep left field. Yeah, his first time up. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Lou. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field this time, folks. So Lou's down at first. And that brings up Mark. He is 0 for 1. He flew out to deep left field his first time up. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Jamie Moyer. And that's going to be a slow roller down the third. I don't think they're going to be able to turn 2 on this. He fires over the first for out number 2. Lou's down at second with 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Earl Avon. And let's see if he can do something here with 2 outs. And I think he's going to walk on this 3-0 pitch. And he does. Earl, nice eye, takes his base. So first and second now for Jim Thome. Jim Thome hit that home run his first time up, folks. Jamie's got to be careful with him. It's already 2-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Thome, and he doesn't want nothing to do with Jim. So just like that, the bases are loaded. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Legends. Yep, I enjoy your late games. That brings up Al Rosen. Like I say, he's got a 22-game hitting streak. This would be a nice place if you're a Cleveland fan to keep it going. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Can he take advantage of this batter's count? Yes, he does, folks. That's a 23-game hitting streak, and that'll score at least 2 with 2 outs. And here's the play at the plate. He's in there safe. He's in there easy. So still 2 on now, and it's a 4-0 game. That brings up Larry Doby. He hit a home run his last time up, folks. Here's the pitch from Jamie Moyer, 0-2 count. And that's a slow roller down the first. That should end the inning, but not until Cleveland added 2 more to take a 4-0 lead. So we go to the top of the 4th. We got Suzuki, Elvis, and Hamilton due up here. Suzuki's 0 for 1. He grounded out the short his first time up. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take a drink. That was a line drive down the short. And here's Elvis. He grounded out the short his first time up. And he's laying down a bunt on the first pitch, folks. And I think he's going to beat that out. Al Rosen eats the ball. No, he throws over. I'm surprised. But he's on with a base hit. Nice bunt, base hit. He's got a decent lead. Is he going to take off and try to get in scoring position for Hamilton? Is he going to stay put and leave that hole down there at first? And there he goes, folks. He's heading down the second. And he's out of there. Nice throw and tag. And just like that, it's 2 outs. Poor Arlington can't buy a break here. Now watch Josh Hamilton get a base hit. Ain't that the way it always works, folks? Here's the 0-1 pitch. No, he strikes out to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. We got Colavito, Shetfield, and Azeq due up here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Rocky. That ball is well hit into center field, folks. Hamilton going back. All he does is look up and sees that ball leave the yard. 3 home runs on the game here by the Tribe, and that makes it 5-0. Jamie Moyer, when he's getting hit hard, folks. He's only given up 5 hits, but they've been well hit balls. That ball went 379 feet. That was the 11th home run of the year for Rocky. That brings up Sheffield. He flew out the deep center field his first time up. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Gary. That's a ground ball down the third. Short rather. Easy play for O'Brien to make at first. 2 outs. And here's Joe. He grounded out the third his first time up. Here's the full count to him. He's swinging. That ball's hit down to Odor. Beatles is in the house. And that's an error on the throw. That's the 17th error on the game in the season, folks. Just like that, we got Lou up. He's 1 for 2. He flew out the deep center and then lined a single in the left field his second time up. See what he does here. Pudge goes out and talks to Moyer. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's already given up 3 home runs on the day, folks. That's a ground ball down the bell. Can they turn 2? Over the second for 1, not in time for 2. They get the lead runner, though. Leaves Lou down at first with 2 outs. Can Moyer get out of this inning with only giving up 1 run, folks? Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that ball is slow roller down the third again. Bell comes in, charges, fires over to O'Brien. Close play at first, but he's out. And we go to the top of the 5th with Cleveland leading 5-0, folks. We got the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. Rusty is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out the third his first time up, followed by Rodriguez and O'Brien. Louis Tiant with pitching a 2-hitter. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit down the second. That'll be an easy out for out number 1. That brings up Mr. Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1 today. 1 out, nobody on this 2-2 count. And that's well hit in the left center field. That'll drop down for a base hit. And Rodriguez is on board now with 1 out. And that'll bring up Pete O'Brien. He's 1 for 1. Rodriguez with a short lead down at first. Here's the pitch from Louis, a 1-2 count. And that's a strike come out. Only a second strikeout of the game. That brings up Juan Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Got 14 home runs on the season, folks. Here's the 2-2 pitch to him. And that's a well-hit ball in the right field. Doby comes in, makes the catch there. That'll end the inning. They leave Pudge down at first. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 5-0 Tribe. And we got the 3, 4, 5 hitters up here. Earl, Jim, and Al due up here for the Indians. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That ball's laced in the center field. Hamilton takes a few steps in, looks up and says, "Kiss this baby goodbye." Home run. And just like that, the Indians add another one on the 4th home run of the game. Jamie Moyer's just handing out home runs left and right. You get a home run. He gets a home run. You get another home run. 4 home runs on the game, folks. Jim Tomey's up. He's had a home run and walked his last time up. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Jim. That's a slow roller back to Jamie. And that'll be out number 1. No safe. How about that? Jim Tomey beats the throw. And they're going to make a pitching change here for Arlington. Roy Thomas comes in. Let's take a look at his stats, folks. And he's got 36 games. He's got a 4.91 ERA for the Sharks. He's pitched 69 innings. See what he does here against Rodriguez with Tomey down at first with a short lead. Nobody out. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And just like that, folks, we got first and second and nobody out. The Tribe are going shortcutting the day, that's for sure. That brings up Larry Doby. He's 1 for 2, hit a solo home run his first time up. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Larry, and it hits him, folks. And the Tribe comes out to the top of the dugout. screaming and yelling. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but sure, it sure don't look good. Giving up all those home runs, and you hit Larry. See if Rocky makes him pay. He's 1 for 2 today with a solo home run. He's had one grand slam on the year. Still nobody out. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Rocky, and that ball is laced in the left field. That'll score at least one, maybe two. Al Rosen, is he going to try scoring? No, not with nobody out. That brings up Gary Sheffield with a grand slam on the year. He's flied out the deep center and grounded out the short, and still nobody out here in the fifth, guys. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Gary, and that's driven in the right field. That'll score one. Larry, I'm sure, will stop at second. Down at third, rather. Still nobody out. Bases juiced. They're just nickel and diming in the death here in the fifth. Joe is 0 for 2. He grounded out the third and grounded out the second. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Joe. And just like this, they can't get a soul out, folks. Sure. This is like fishing in a freaking goldfish tank, folks. They are pulling up sharks left and right, and that is it for Thomas. Doesn't get a soul out. They'll bring in Hernandez now. Let's look at his stats on the year. He's got a 4.25 ERA, 48 innings pitched. Sure. See if he can get anybody out. Here comes Lou. 5 runs have already been scored. They're playing the end corners in here, folks, thinking Lou might bunt. And he's first pitch swinging here, folks. And that's a base hit in the right field. Now it's a line drive down the first. I misplayed that one. And that is the first out of the ball game, of the inning, folks. That brings up Mark. He is 0 for 3. Can he get off the snide? Because every Indian gets a hit today, right? No, that's strike 3, 2 outs. And we're back here with Earl again. He is going to go for this 0-2 pitch. And that is line drive down the first. O'Brien's got that one too, folks. But not until the Tribe score 5 and blow this game wide open. It is 10-0 as we head to the 6th. We got Bell, Odor, and Suzuki due up here to face Louie. Louie pitching a 3-hitter, comfortable lead. All he needs to do is just throw strikes here, folks. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Hit in the right field. Rocky comes in, shallow right field, makes the catch. And that's the first out here in the 6th. And here comes Odor. He's 0 for 1, hitting a .129 on the year. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Drop third strike, throws down the first to get him. Here comes Suzuki up now. He's 0 for 2. See if he can keep this inning alive for Arlington. The 0-2 pitch is driven in the right field. Rocky's going back on that ball. He makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still the 10-0 game. Here's Jim Thome up, folks. He's 2 for 2. Homer and a single. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and bang, plunked him. Plunked Jim Thome. And I guarantee you that would cause a fight. Thome's injured, but he'll stay in the game. Yeah, that would cause a fight. Jim Thome's down at first in some pain, and he's not coming out of the ball game, folks. Al Rosen's up now. He's 2 for 3. This game is getting chippy. Here's the full count on Rosen, and that is ball 4. And Hernandez is saying he didn't hit him on purpose. He can't find the strike zone, but I ain't believing it, folks. Here comes Larry Doby. He's got a home run in this ball game. Nobody out, first and second. And that's going to be a slow roller down the first. O'Brien's got it. He'll take it to first for out number 1. Wentz came in the game now for Thome. He's down at third. Al Rosen down at first. Hernandez is tired. And that brings up Rocky Colavito. He is 2 for 3. He's got a solo home run and a single. Here's the pitch to Rock. 2-1 count. And that's a slow roller down the third. Bell's up with it. Wentz should score on that, and that makes an 11-0 ball game, folks. With 2 outs now and Al Rosen down at third. Gary Sheffield 1 for 3. He lined the single his last time out, flew out the deep center and grounded out the short. Here's the 1-2 pitch for Sheffield, and that's a slow roller down the first. Hernandez is going over, covering first. O'Brien up with it, and that'll end the inning. But not until the Tribe score 11. Tomey gets hurt on the hit by pitch. And we need a new first baseman down here. And Wentz will stay in the game. All righty, here is top of the 7th. We got Elvis, Hamilton, and Rusty due up here for Arlington, down by 11. They just want to end this massacre here. There's shark pieces everywhere, folks. That ball's down the Mark Ladder over the Vic at first now, and that is out number 1. Bring up Josh Hamilton. He's 0 for 2. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Rusty Gear, can he keep this inning going, folks? He's 0 for 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That ball's hit down the second. Easy play, and that is 3 up and 3 down. We go to the 7th inning stretch. And they're going to leave Hernandez in this game. I guess they are. Got the bottom part of the lineup due up here for Cleveland. You got Joe followed by Lou and Mark. Top of the order then. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hernandez. That's a ground ball down the first. O'Brien takes it himself for out number 1. That brings up Lou, who's 1 for 4. And he lined the first just last time up, grounded to third, got a single in the third, and flew out the center his first time up. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Burdette. That ball is hit hard. That ball is hit far. That ball is going to be caught out there by Suzuki, folks. Well hit. That'll be it for Hernandez. And here comes Joe Gonzaga and hitting 2.89 ERA in the replay. He's 1-1 with 1 save, 46 innings pitched here, folks. 2 outs. See if he can get out of this 7th inning here with nobody scoring. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left field. Rusty looks like he's got a play on the ball out there and makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still 11-0 ball game, folks. We got Rodriguez, O'Brien, and Gonzalez due up here in the 8th against Louis Tion. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Rodriguez, and he gets a base hit in the left field, folks. Excuse me, Pudge hasn't given up yet. That brings up Larry O'Brien. He's 1 for 2. Rodriguez with a decent lead down at first. And O'Brien first pitch swinging. And that's a foul ball, strike 1. There's the 0-1 pitch now. And that's another foul ball. That's an 0-2 pitch coming his way this time. And that's a line drive down the second. Not a problem. Are they going to double up Rodriguez at first? No, he gets back. That brings up Gonzalez now. He's 0 for 2. And that's a deep fly ball in the left field. Larry Doby over in foul territory makes the catch for out number 2. Rodriguez gets back to first. 2 outs, 1 on for Mr. Bell, who's 0 for 2. 1-1 pitch to Buddy. Buddy drives it into center field. Should be an easy out to end the inning. And that'll do it, folks, for the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here. Earl, Wentz, and Rosen. Here's the pitch to Earl. He's 1 for 3. 3-1 count. He drives that ball up the middle for a base hit, folks. The Indians are just killing the Sharks here today, folks. They're hunting out there, not with freaking fish lines. They got freaking torpedoes or something out there, or dynamite. Here's Vic Wentz's first time up to bat today, hitting .250 on the year with 14 home runs, 31 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Vic. That's hit down the first. I don't know if that's going to be hard enough for a double play. Over to second. Vic makes it down the first safely. They get the lead runner. 1 out now for Al Rosen, who's got a 23-game hitting streak, folks. 2 for 3 today. He grounded out the second, singled in the third, grounded out in the fifth, and walked in the sixth. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Al, and that is a strikeout. That is 2 outs. Vic still down at first for Larry Doby. He's 1 for 3. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Larry. That ball is driven into the gap in right field. That ball is gone, folks. Kiss it goodbye. No, Suzuki's got it. Nice play by Suzuki. I thought for sure that ball was going. It looked well hit. And here comes the top of the 9th. Got Odor, and then back to the top of the order in Suzuki and Elvis. Can the Arlington come back on a miracle? Ain't no magic. It would be a miracle here. Louis going for the complete game shutout. Pete Vukovic comes in. He hits that ball to deep left field. That ball is deep. That ball is back, but Larry Doby makes the catch at the wall, folks, for 1 out. Here's Suzuki. He's 0 for 3 today. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. That ball is hit in the left center field. Should be an easy play out there for Earl. 2 up and 2 down. Arlington down to their last down. It's all up to Elvis. Is Elvis going to leave the building, folks? Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's a slow roller down to Vic, and this will do it. And it was nothing but a massacre. They made a movie about this. Sure, it would have been a bloody mess. A bloody mess. Let's see here. Moyer, 4 innings, gives up 7 hits, 7 runs. Walked 2, didn't strike out a soul. Let's see here. Thomas comes in. Doesn't get a soul out, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs. Hernandez comes in 2 2/3, gives up no hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 1. And Garzada, 1 1/3, 1 hit, struck out 1. Louis goes the distance. Tiant, 9 innings, 4 hits, no runs, struck out 4, folks. Look at those home runs. Tommy with a home run. Doby with a home run. Colavito with a home run. Earl with a home run. He was just leaving the park left and right. Tommy gets injured only for today. Louis Tiant was the player of the game, folks. Let's talk to Steve here. How far you want me to sim here, Steve? We'll do this week, this game week, yeah, this day. Sim this day. Play through August 22nd. And we'll go to 11-5 for at Melbose over Philadelphia. And Deerfield beats Detroit 10-8. Las Vegas over Long Island 3-2. Hey, the Hagerstown wins, and Fingers gets a win. Ain't that amazing? 7-6. And Mudville over Texas. Let's look at these box scores. Go to September 1st. Sounds good, bud. Look at these box scores. Hank Aaron with a home run. MVP. Got 11 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. Philadelphia 5 runs on 13 hits and an error. No errors. Let's look over here at the Detroit Deerfield game. And Detroit 8 runs on 12 hits and an error. Deerfield 10 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors. Yeah, Fielder and Piazza with home runs along with Gilkey. And Mike was the player of the game. Okay, Las Vegas and Long Island. You got Las Vegas 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. Long Island 2 runs on 6 hits and an error. Boyer and Smith had home runs for Long Island. For Las Vegas. And Harry Butcher was the MVP. And let's take a look at the Canada Hagerstown game. And Hagerstown comes back in the 9th inning. 6 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error for Canada. Hagerstown 7 runs on 9 hits and an error. Look at the home runs hit in this ball game, folks. Boggs, Rodriguez. Boggs had 2 home runs. Canseco, Knapp, Lodgeway, and Reggie Jackson. Sure, balls was flying out of there. Knapp Lodgeway was the MVP. I want to see what the heck Fingers, how many runs did Fingers give up? He's been getting beat around. Oh, he pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, walked 1. Sure. No runs, though. That's the key. Yeah. And they used Eck first, brought Eck in the 8th inning. I ain't mad. He did give up a home run, though. Did give up a home run. Let's look at Mudville in Texas. And Mudville, 8 runs on 11 hits and no errors. And Texas, 4 runs on 11 hits and an error. So let's sim the rest of August. And we'll take a look at the standings. Take a look down there at the bottom of your screen, folks. Las Vegas 8.5 games back. Cleveland making a run, only a game back of Kentucky. Las Vegas now 9 games back. Cleveland just a half a game back, folks. Now a game back. Vegas now 9.5 games back with Manchester. Cleveland a game and a half back. Las Vegas 8.5 games back. Cleveland a game and a half back. Now Las Vegas 9 games back. Cleveland back to half a game back, folks. Detroit 4 games back. Canada 4.5 games back. Nice race there. Cleveland falls to 1 game back now. Las Vegas 10 games back. Las Vegas still 9 games back. Cleveland a game and a half back. Keeping it close with them. Keeping it close. Detroit 5 games back. Canada 5.5 games back. Las Vegas making a small run, getting it back to under 10 games. 8 games back. Down to 7.5 games back. Let's take a look here at the standings. We'll look at the teams, stats here. So we'll start over here in the Shanks. You got Kentucky 2.5 games up on Cleveland. Take a look at the batters here. Games played. Turner hitting 268, still not bad. Rendon 256. Harper and Robinson and Morgan hitting over 270. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players and the double-digit home runs here, folks. Not bad. Not bad for Kentucky. And look at this starting pitch, and that's where Kentucky is dominating. The worst starting pitcher is Buck Walters with a 3.68 ERA as far as their 4 main starters. And Maloney with a 4.01. He's the only one under 500, 7-12. Cleveland just 2.5 games out though, the Tribe. Take a look at their batters. Rosen 267, Earl 258, Lou 266, Mark 277, Jim Thome hitting 216, not doing well. Vic 244, and Joe, he needs some rest. Tony hitting a $196. Speaker, they need to get Speaker in the game more. Look at that, hitting 303. Solid pitching staff. Nothing terrible. Yeah, nothing terrible. Everybody under 4, hovering around that 2.6, 2.7 mark. 16 and 12, 14 and 10, 16 and 11. Bob Feller 8 and 12. And Detroit, take a look at them. Mr. Steve Tate's team here. Take a look at his batters here. What are they doing? Like I say, they're still in this race, folks. Al Kaline's a little underperforming, but look at Ty Cobb, 372. Charlie, 297. So poor Hank Greenberg, he's underperforming. They need to get Rod Carew in the game more. Hitting 310. Look at the Milky Cabrera with his 26 home runs leading them. Take a look at Steve's pitching. Yeah, like I say, that Kentucky pitching staff is something, ain't it? Yeah, sorry about that, Steve. I normally play pretty decent against you. Yep. So Nolan Ryan's getting beat around a little bit for Steve. So's Newhouser and Denny McLean getting beat around. But everybody's right around 500, even with getting beat around. Still right in there. Heck, you're only 4.5 games out. And here's World's Worst Gamers, Canada team. So Lou Gehrig leading with a 318 average with 33 home runs. Joe DiMaggio leading the league with 40 home runs, hitting 296. Old Tommy, 286 batting average, and Donnie Baseball, 278, not bad. Not bad. Let's take a look at his pitchers. That's where he's faltering is with his pitchers. Clemens with a 2.77, 17 and 10. Rest of them all over 4. Yeah, his pitching staff is kind of leaving him down. Bullpens look good though. Look at that bullpen. Reynolds, Robertson, and Rivera. And out Mill Boss. Let's take a look at them. Bunch of Braves here. Jeff Burris hitting 249. Hammer and Hank 268 with 25 home runs, along with Chipper. They're almost identical, 266 with 25 home runs. George Sisler, that's the man. 342. Nice batting average. They need to get Duffy some more playing time. I'd bench Jones. 209. I guarantee I'd bench Jones. He'd be gone, setting down. Duff with a 10-game hitting streak and isn't playing enough. Oh, let's look at his pitchers. Sorry about that. Go back and look at the pitchers here. Not doing great. Rube Waddell, you would think he'd be doing better. Everybody else is over 4 except for Jim Palmer. I might move him up in the rotation. 3.71 ERA, 10 and 5. And let's take a look at Ken Castro's Phillies here, folks. Ed Delahunty hitting 344. Don Brothers, look at that, 329. Look at that. Michael Jack Smith ain't hitting worth a crap, but when he does get a hold of it, it's going. 24 home runs. Like say Al Delahunty, 24 home runs. It's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double figures in home runs. Sure, I'd be getting old Cap in the game some. But, I mean, you're already loaded at first base. Maybe DH him. Maybe DH him. He's catching. Sure. Yeah. Jack Rowe needs to be playing some more. That's for sure. Get that Wilson out of there. Sure, his poor pitchers. Mickey Welch ain't doing bad. John Warden's not. But, man, the rest of them's getting beat around. Old Hoss with a 4.14. I thought he'd do better than that, looking at his stats. And let's take a look at Vito's Mudville team. Old Cecil Cooper's not doing bad, and Kristen Yellick's not doing bad for you. Neither is BJ. Tommy Davis. Paul Goldsmith. Need to get him some playing time. I don't know, though. You got Cooper not doing bad. Yellick's with 25 home runs. Jeff Jenkins, 21 home runs. Not bad. Pitching's not great. That's hurting you, Beatles. Yeah. Mike Codwell, though, with that 3.45, 19 and 7, you must be getting him some runs. That's a nice winning percentage. Going to be a 20-game winner for you. Greg Olson getting beat around. Sure. Surprise there. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Alrighty, let's take a look at the bingo division here. Let's take a look at MV's Manchester. You got Ott doing great. 313, 26 home runs. Herm, 297. Mize, 290. Pete Reiser, 280. Old Gus hitting 350. Nice batting. Of course, that's why he's leading the league. 1, 2, 3 of them. 3 guys with 20 or more home runs. His pitching staff's doing well. Don Drysdale, his main man, is getting beat around. 4.81 ERA, 13 and 14. But Don Sutton's his man. Look at that, 3.06 ERA, 19 and 7. Kershaw, 2.75. Must not be getting the run support, 14 and 6. Yeah, you would think he'd have more wins than that. It's got 5 no decisions. And Las Vegas, 7.5 games back. Let's take a look at the Bernard's team here. I think Bernie had to leave and get something to eat. Look at this batting. Boyer, 264. Manny being Manny, 270. Stan the Man, 314. Rogers, 340. Teddy Baseball Williams, 308. Manwick, need to get him some playing time, 385. Sure. I mean, Manny being Manny, but I'd be putting him out in left field a little bit. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in the double figures in home runs, folks. That is a hitting ball club, that's for sure. Hitting ball club. Mo Vaughn hitting 298. You might want some more playing time. Take a look at his pitchers here. There's MV's favorite pitcher, Cy Young, getting beat around for him. Babe Ruth's getting beat around with over 4. That's where, but that bullpen of his, look at that. Sure. That is a hell of a bullpen. I'd be going to them a lot. Go to them a lot more, that's for sure. And now the Hagerstown Bears. Let's look how bad I'm doing here. I know my whole problem's pitching. Let's take a look at the bats. The bats ain't doing bad. Canseco with 246, but 28 home runs. Slamming Sammy Sosa, 272 with 30 home runs. Oh, Elmer Vaughn, he's getting up there, 246, not bad. Knapp, I thought he'd be hitting well over 300. I thought he'd be hitting in the 330, 340 mark. I mean, 295 sounds great, but I thought he'd do better. But 27 home runs. Ernie Banks, 262, 25 home runs. Old Mickey hitting 286 with 13 home runs. McGuire's up to 247 now. He was hitting around 200. He's improving a little bit with 28. Reggie, he was hitting over 300, so he must be slumping a little bit, hitting 298, 29 home runs. Ain't nobody really on the bench lighting it up. I guess Johnny Kling's lighting it up. Looks like he's hitting 375. Need to get him some more playing time instead of maybe Jody. Jody's got 4 home runs. But yeah, might want to get Kling some more playing time. But here's my problem. The pitching. Old Bender, 3.32 ERA, 17 and 13. He'll probably win 20 games for me. Darvish, look at that, 8 and 8. Just can't finish the game. Sure. 4.30. Most of my replays, he was under 3. He was about a 2-something ERA. Mike Norris getting beat up. Maddox getting beat around a little bit. Cochran and Plank getting beat up. Yeah. And we don't even want to talk about Fingers. Any person in the bullpen doing the darn thing is Zach. Sure. Yeah. My problem is definitely the pitching staff ain't doing as well as I thought. And Deerfield, let's look at Deerfield here, RJL's team. Dave Parker underperforming for him. Look at that, 234 with only 7 home runs. Clemente, 273, not bad, 15 home runs. Bernard, underperforming. Piazza, underperforming. Alfonso's doing nice, 290 with 8 home runs. Paul Warner, 287. Not bad. Robinson, 272, along with Vaughn. Robinson Cano, 301. So got anybody on the bench really doing much? Hornus Wagner might try to get him some more playing time. Take a look at his pitchers here. Ed Morris is the main man in the staff. Wilbur Cooper, under 4. Babe Adams, under 4. Jerry Kuzman getting lit up. His bullpen's getting touched up some too. Looks like most bullpens getting touched up in this league. Let's go to Legends Long Island team here. Antonio Vela batting 284, not bad. Cecil Travis, 296. You got Happy Flinch with 19 home runs. The Big Hurt with 17. Robin Ventura with 10. Brian Harper might want to try to get him some playing time, but Moyer's not doing bad. 262 batting average. Let's take a look at his pitching. His pitching is all that in a bag of chips here. Johnson, expect him to do a little better than 323, but still not bad. Doc, 378. Look at this. Ed Welsh, 2.3. Leonard getting beat around. Billy Pierce not doing bad, 3.47. Ron Paranowski out of the bullpen not doing bad. Hey, MV, we'll go back and look at your team for you. Just got done looking at them, but we'll go back for you. You lost the first game, spoiler alert, to Kentucky. If you want to go back and watch it, MV. Like I say, you still got Ott doing well, 313. Herman at 297. Mize at 290. Old Pete at 280. Then, like I say, Gus hitting 350. We got 26 home runs by Ott. Bonds with 28. Mize with 29. Drysdale's getting beat around a little bit for you with a 4.81 ERA. Like I say, Sutton doing well. Marichal is the pitcher in that game for you that was televised. 3.21 ERA. So not bad. Old Clayton Kershaw dominating, 2.75 for you. Still in first. Yep. By 7.5 games, bud. Yep. Let's go to Arlington. Check out Robbie's team here. Old Suzuki hitting 281. Rodriguez 278. Josh Hamilton 293. But after that, it drops off pretty bad. Buddy Bell, I guess, not having a bad year, 255. Is there anybody on the bench really lighting it up for him? Doesn't look like. Bump Wills is doing all right in a little bit. Let's take a look at Robbie's pitching staff. Sure, look at Jamie Moyer, who got pounded in that game, 6.78 ERA. Perry with a 4.45 ERA. Sure, poor pitching staff is getting beat up, just like mine. Just like mine. Yeah. And last but not least, let's take a look at these Texicans. Oh, Aaron Reed's team here. You got Jeff Bagwell playing well. That's about it. The poor boys can't hit much. Jose Offerman, 261. Not many home runs either. Only 3 guys hitting in the double digits in home runs. Let's take a look at Aaron's pitchers here. Sure. His pictures look like mine. Charlie Lebrand getting beat around. Oh, Garrett Cole's getting beat around too. Sure. Mike Scott. I like Mike Scott a lot, but man, he's getting crushed. Alrighty here. Let's zip this up here. And let's begin zipping. And it's going to take a little bit, folks. Hint, hint. I like that, Steve. Like I say, this is going to take a little bit, folks, to zip up. I'll put it in the Discord then. A month and a few days in October, and this will be over, folks. Getting near the end. The dog days of summer. You got Kentucky 2.5 games up on Cleveland. You got Detroit 4.5 games back. Canada 5.5 games back. Still in contention. And over in the bingo, it's just mainly between Manchester and Las Vegas. Manchester can get hot early in September. He'll put that away pretty early. Then you got the rest of us battling for second until you get to Arlington. Hagerstown 16 games back. Deerfield 18 and Long Island 18 and a half. Oh, MV's down to 24 games for his magic number. Kentucky with 31, but like I say, that's a heck of a race over there. Oh, darn. That was a good time last night, MV. I enjoyed it. I'm still 3 games under 500. And you got 2 teams in the bingo over 500. And you got what? All but one over there. And the Shanks over at 500 or over. Just imagine that. If you're in 7th place, you be in 3rd place over in the bingo. Poor Ken. Ken and all of them were kicking their butts. Yeah, it'll be fun, that's for sure, MV. Yeah, I don't know about that, MV. I might keep these Giants. I ain't a Giant fan or a Dodger fan. It'd be a hard decision. I know you like the pitchers in the Dodgers. Oh, cool. Looking forward to seeing it, Steve. I imagine I'll keep the A's with Canseco and McGuire. It all depends on what their next few years look like. Reggie, look at those guys. Pitching, I ain't too much worried about because my pitchers are getting beat up. Yeah, yeah, MV. Like I say, you got a tough decision. I know you love the pitching, which is paying off for you. That's for sure. That's what's holding me back is pitching. That's true. Yep. Yes, you could. That is correct. Yeah, like I say, I'll probably go with the A's and keep the bats because there's not many of them on that pitching staff of mine that's lighting it up that I want to keep. I was happy with that pitching staff when I first got it. Yeah, but they're not doing as well as I thought. They're not doing as well as they did in some of my sims. I was surprised when Bernie said he's going to keep the Cardinals. He's getting rid of the Red Sox. Yeah, whoever does the next sim, I don't know if I'll do it today. I might, if nobody does one between now and tomorrow, I might do one tomorrow evening. I'd like to get the Phillies and the Braves on the channel in 61 MV. I assume you're keeping Detroit, aren't you, Steve? There we go. Let's get this into the Discord here. Let you know when it's in there, guys, in case y'all want to download it and take a look at it. Alrighty, guys, it's in there under Baseball Geek Squad under Game Files. So, okay, MV, sounds good, bud. Not that you was pressured or anything, MV, but it's in there, bud. So I'll get off of here. I want to thank Steve Tate for showing up. Check out his great channel. Like I said, MV says in 10 minutes he's going to be doing some more games. Not that he was pressured or anything. Who else was in here? Beatles. Check out Beatles' great channel, folks. Legend Sports Universe doing some footballs. Should be coming up soon on baseball. Beatles Legend should be set around Labor Day. Have to check it out. Check out Legend Sports Universe. Bernard was here. He went to go get something to eat. Check out Bernard's great channel. He's taken a week or so off and joined the family. Christopher is in here. Check out his great channel. And I believe that's everybody. And Steve Tate gets the what, Beatles, for being the first one here in the stadium? He gets a Robbie Warburg bobblehead, don't he? Alrighty, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell and hit that like button and head on over to MV. Exactly. Exactly, Beatles. And head on over to MV's channel and check out some more baseball. You're going to make the poor custodians have to clean up that mess. Ain't that awful, Steve? Alrighty, guys. I'll see you in a little bit over on MB's channel. Until then, y'all take care.